We are live. Let's do some adjusting. We are. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's go. We're minutes away from Notre Dame football. Notre Dame versus Stanford. Stanford has not won against a ranked team in 14 years. Looking good for the Irish. Stay tuned, guys. Minutes away, I'm giving you live play-by-play coverage. Welcome in, guys. I got your Notre Dame football right here. What do you guys want to talk about? NHL just started up. MLB, NFL. What's on your mind? Give me a message. Stanford has taken the field at Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend. Stanford has not won a game against a ranked opponent in 14 years. Second year coach for Stanford. I am an Irish fan, so honestly, being an Irish fan, I hate saying it, but Alabama just barely won. South Carolina Gamecocks almost with the upset. I wanted the Gamecocks to take over Alabama very badly. I'm on YouTube and on TikTok right now. PTSD play-by-play. I just made a video about my Philadelphia Phillies and a therapy session. So if you're a Phillies fan, check out my latest video I just made. You'll appreciate it and enjoy it. You are not alone. As the Notre Dame Fighting Irish take the field at South Bend, ranked 11th in the nation, Irish fans rejoice watching the blue and gold come out of the tunnel. Glad to have you on board. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to listen to? I'm currently watching Notre Dame and Stanford. About 5 minutes till kickoff. Unfortunately, Alabama did win. Obviously, being an Irish fan, vinegar on my tongue. But to the victor, Alabama won. And in my latest video, I also mentioned, no matter who wins or who loses, America always wins no matter what. Keep that in mind, guys. We're Americans before anything else. Thank you so much for chiming in, and thank you for believing in me, a military veteran, becoming a play-by-play commentator. I want to go to the professional, the top of the town. It would mean a lot to me, and with your support, hit that subscribe button on TikTok and on YouTube, please and thank you. It's an honor to talk to you guys right now. Thank you so much for chiming in. We're minutes away from Notre Dame kickoff, hosting Stanford. Everyone's really, oh my gosh, so many messages. I can't keep up with everyone, but no disrespect. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy weekend. Get a hold of my last video, comment, and follow. I promise you, military veteran, I promise you, I'm going to follow back and comment. I'm going to like your videos. This whole social media thing is about teamwork. I've got your back. No worries about that. No problem at all. I got you. Hermit Crab, thank you so much for saying that. That really Honest to gosh, sir. Hang in tight, Hermit Crab. I'm going to give you some great commentary. I hope you enjoy it. But if you really appreciate it, please hit that subscribe and follow button on TikTok and YouTube. And when you do, Hermit Crab, let me know how I can help you. I just mentioned social media. This is how we do it. We help each other. Hermit Crab, how can I help you? I'm seeing so many messages. Thank you so much for chiming in, guys. I know I'm repeating, but I really mean every word of it. Oh, there's JT. Hello, sir. Great to have you on board. Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles, and University of Notre Dame. That's how I'm doing. Local high schooler. Dylan, thank you so much for saying that. I should go out to local high schools and see if they need that. I do know that my son is 16 years old in high school, and he has his, how do I say this? A trade school, a VOTech. There's a VOTech for broadcasting journalism in high school. I wish I had that. I graduated year 2000. But anyways, they're actually kids looking to go to college who are actually in the media booth calling the football games. So I will knock on the doors of certain high schools and see if they need a commentator. And with your support, I can do it. Dylan and Hermit Crab, thank you for believing in me. After serving my country, guys, now I want to live my dream. So here we go. Emmett Kenny, senior kicker for the Stanford Cardinals. Why is there a tree for a mascot, but they're called the Cardinals? I don't know. Either way, the Fighting Irish will be getting the ball first at their home turf in South Bend, Indiana. And the kickoff. Dribbling out of bounds, obvious flag. Ball is placed either at the 30 or 35-yard line. Riley Leonard, transfer from Duke. You got to dig us out of this hole. After that Northern Illinois loss a couple weeks ago, I'm still licking my wounds from that one. That was a travesty. Yeah, Dylan, thank you so much for your kindness, for your love of our country, America. Aaron Preston, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend. How can I get you on board, sir? Please message me. Irish and Stanford just kicked off. 15 minutes even, first quarter. Obvious goose eggs on the board. Come on in. Thank you so much for chiming in, man. This is fantastic. I'm getting so many messages. I can barely see them all at once, but I thank you very much. Get a hold of my last video I just made about my Philadelphia Phillies. It was a therapy session for us diehard fans. Beautiful dodge. Almost got to the first down marker. It was a great pass by Riley Leonard to number 5, the wide receiver. 8-yard gain for Notre Dame. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Fighting Irish. You just sent a request. Where in the world do I see that? I'm trying to get that message, Aaron. Where do I see that request that you just sent, Aaron? I want you to chime in. I want you to come on board. Sent the request. Well, until I see it, I'm going to get back to the bottom with the people. Oh, I see it, Aaron. Got you. Come on in, Aaron. There he is. Okay. Fighting Irish, 2nd and 2 coming up against the defense of Stanford. Shotgun formation for Riley Leonard. He makes another connection. 2 for 2 for his wide receiver, number 5. 14 minutes and change on the clock, first quarter, first down Irish. And I want to welcome everyone. You are being joined by a professional play-by-play commentator, Aaron Preston, born and bred here in North Carolina, professional play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer. Give them love. Give the subscribed and I have a hard time chewing gum and walking at the same time as I see Riley Leonard doing a tightrope walk up the sideline. But Aaron Preston is a great friend of mine. Give him love. Hit that subscribe button for Aaron Preston.
Because there's people who tune in around the world. It's on Monday. It's Thanksgiving for Canada. So happy Thanksgiving weekend for all the Canadians out there. My favorite Canadian Football League team's playing on Monday on Thanksgiving, so I'm looking forward to that.
The Alouettes.
I've got a really close one here pulled up on my screen. It's UNC and Georgia Tech. They're down to less than 30 seconds. UNC is down to Georgia Tech right now. UNC is knocking on the door, trying to take the lead.
What's the quarter?
Let me get the score back up here in a second. It is maybe. Come on. It is 34-31, 48 seconds left.
48 seconds.
Fourth and goal for North Carolina.
48 seconds left in the game, fourth quarter. Oh, baby, nail biter, guys. Hang on tight. Aaron Preston has you. Don't go anywhere as I got your Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 2nd and 17 for the Irish offense. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. He takes a snap. He fades back. Big time bomb. Overthrows number 1, the wide receiver. He took a hit. Riley Leonard got plastered by the Stanford defense. Go ahead, Aaron, your turn.
Well, there's a timeout currently. One thing I will say, if you haven't seen the highlights from it, Alabama and South Carolina, what an ending to that game. Final score 27-25, Alabama winning. But man, oh man, was that crazy. I thought South Carolina might pull it off. Speaking of a close one, 4th and goal. Lining up for the field goal is UNC, and they make it. It's a tie game with 44 seconds left.
Woo!
UNC with 1 timeout. So does Georgia Tech also have – no, Georgia Tech has 2 timeouts, and Georgia Tech will be getting the ball back with 44 seconds.
You're hearing a close one at UNC. Aaron Preston has you there. I've got your Notre Dame Fighting Irish and my Philadelphia Flyers. I don't know if anybody out there watches NHL. I love Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles. Whew, the Flyers, they won the longest first game in history. The Flyers didn't win in regulation. The Flyers didn't win in OT. The Flyers went into the 5th round of sudden death to win the first game of the NHL season.
Oh, the shootout. They went to the 5th round of the shootout? Yay.
Yes, sir. In Canada. Yep.
Who'd they play?
Canucks.
Yeah, they're the public address announcer there for Vancouver is incredible. He is incredible.
Well, you were, let everyone know, this Aaron Preston that you're hearing isn't just a voice. He's not just a guy. He's a true gentleman. I'm a military veteran trying to live my dream to become a play-by-play commentator professionally. And Aaron Preston, he invited me to a hockey game up in the booth. Aaron, I can't be more honored to say you're my friend. You went above and beyond to look out for me, and I thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So MLB, guys, I want to talk a little bit about that, holding my MLB thermos. Yankees, Mets, and Dodgers are solidified in, no doubt about it. What is in doubt is the Tigers and the Guardians. Cleveland and Detroit, they're playing right now. It's the last inning or last 2 innings. I don't know the exact score, but if Aaron would be able to help me out there, I'd be able to help you out.
Let's see.
What's the final score, the final inning look like? Detroit, Cleveland, MLB.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Racing down the field, Georgia Tech. It's going to be a 70-yard touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Wow. And I believe that's the nail in the coffin for the Tar Heels.
16 seconds left.
Tar Heels are done. Oh, man.
Oh, man. And the crowd at Kenan Stadium is stunned.
goodness, at Tar Heel Stadium. Oh, man.
Wow, that was at least 70 yards, if not more.
What happened to the
Holy
Phillies?
cow.
They're going to be sitting. All right. Who said that? Hold on. Wait a minute. No bueno. Okay, no bueno. Look on my latest video. I just sent it out less than an hour ago. My Phillies therapy video on PTSD play-by-play. Enjoy it. Many stats and a whole lot of emotion. I'm a diehard Philadelphia fan. Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles. So when they embarrass me, trust me, my head explodes off the freaking ceiling. I show every ounce of my fanhood on that video. Enjoy it. When you hit that follow button, guaranteed I'm following you back. No bueno. I got your back.
That ALDS score for you in the bottom of the 7th inning with only 1 out. Guardians 6, Tigers 3.
Ooh, 3 runs and that. Ooh.
And this is Game 5. Series is tied 2-2.
The rubber match, yes, sir. Wow.
Get this, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets today. 371 rushing yards today.
That sounds impossible unless you have Saquon Barkley. Wow. That defensive coordinator for North Carolina is on the hot seat. And for the Irish, talk about hot seat, North Carolina, or excuse me, we just got to talk about North Carolina. The Notre Dame defensive coordinator, he is certainly on a hot seat right now, allowing Stanford to walk right into the midfield of South Bend Stadium. Not much effort being put forth by the Irish D. Still
now, hold on just a second.
Go ahead.
There was a short kick that was made by Georgia Tech, and the returned it. They are already around the 30-yard line with 11 seconds left, so this game is not over.
And going on to no bueno. I am submerged in Game 4. Honestly, Game 1, 2, and 3, quite foggy. Game 4, I'm completely tunnel visioned and zoned in on. JT Realmuto, all-star catcher, 0 for 11. Alec Boehm, 1 hit. Brandon Marsh, 1 hit. I'm not talking about the game. The entire series, JT Realmuto, 0 for 11. How can you represent Philadelphia being an all-star and choke personified? I'm way beyond upset, but I am not a bandwagon fan. If you guys want to keep your beverages hot and cold throughout the up and down temperatures of winter, look in the link in my description. You want one of these? All 30 MLB teams in the link in the description, half the price of Yeti. You will not be disappointed. Check it out. Go ahead, Aaron.
Here we go. Midfield. Last play of the game. Last gasp for UNC. It is incomplete. Georgia Tech wins 41-34 over North Carolina.
In North Carolina. Unstinking believable. Wow. No stinking way that just happened.
And get this. The Tar Heels are 3-4 on the year. 0-3 in the ACC.
Wow. Salt on the wound. Good Lord. Wow. Currently, Stanford versus 11, Notre Dame. 0-0 is the score. 9 minutes left in the first. Stanford is in Notre Dame territory. They're looking in field goal range. Honestly, they're at the 11-yard line of Notre Dame field. Oh, my God, that's embarrassing. Unranked Stanford looking to make their first points of the game. He gets flushed out of the pocket. He does get the first down and a little bit more. 1st and goal for the quarterback, number 14 of Stanford Cardinals. 8:40 left in the first quarter. Goose eggs on the board. Unfortunately, Notre Dame may not be the first team to score. What you got, bud?
I currently have 9 football games up. I could have a 10th, but I got another team that I do stuff for. I'm going to be pulling up a hockey game for here shortly. But got a total of here soon 10 total games, 9 of them being college football. So I've got just a whole slew of football games, and one of them including your Irish up on my screen.
I got the Irish, yep. John Jr. chiming in on YouTube. Go Birds. I'm completely with you. Go Birds. The Eagles are going to need us Eagle fans more than ever. This entire NL East. I say NL East because I'm still invested in baseball. But the NFC East for football, it is going to be absolutely packed with talent. Cowboys, unfortunately, Commanders, Giants, not so much, but the Eagles. 3 out of 4 are absolute dominant juggernauts, and it's going to be almost a coin toss to see who's going to win that one.
Who your Eagles got this week?
The Browns, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, my Packers got the Cardinals at 1 o'clock. They were playing in Lambeau.
And speaking of Cardinals, number 8 for the Stanford Cardinals just got stuffed. The Notre Dame defense served up a stuffed sandwich, and the Stanford offense ate it up. 7 minutes even left on the first quarter. There's an official review seeming that there might be a 6-point touchdown, but I highly doubt it. It seems to be the ball will be spot at the half-yard line, inches away for 6 points for the Stanford Cardinals.
Well, fun fact for you, they are not the Cardinals. They are the Cardinal.
Oh,
and it is not named for the bird cardinal. It is named for the color cardinal, the cardinal red.
I never knew that was wow, I never knew that. Guys,
and so they have the whole tree bit. Yeah, that's why it's not a I gotta re-look again at why exactly
there's
a tree. I'm trying to remember. I used to know it. I don't remember. But
I'm with you.
The point is their mascot. It is not like the bird cardinals. It's the color cardinal.
You are full of amazing information. Oh, goodness. So thank you for chiming in, guys. I am PTSD play-by-play. I'm a military veteran in search of living my dream, going to the top of the mountain in the commentary world, being a professional play-by-play commentator. With your assistance, hitting that subscribe button on TikTok and YouTube, I can be one step away from holding a microphone and doing this for a living. Speaking of professional, Aaron Preston. Yes, he is a professional play-by-play commentator. Here he goes. Listen to him live.
I'm looking at your game because remember I'm a little ahead of you, so it's confusion coming up.
Oh my gosh, another stuffed sandwich delivered by Notre Dame defense. But hold the phone. One ref says touchdown. Other ref marks the ball short. Let's see about the confusion. Less than 7 minutes left into the first quarter. Media says touchdown.
Reviewed. How is that not reviewed?
The media says touchdown, but I saw one referee spot the ball short. Again,
how is that not reviewed?
The Zebras with ultimate confusion. I'm not shocked.
How is that not reviewed?
He's short, I see. And unfortunately, there's the extra point. Kick is up and good. Stanford with much confusion, still 7-0. Visiting Stanford up 7-0 against home crowd Notre Dame in shock.
Wow. I'm baffled. That should have been reviewed. I mean, they only showed a couple views. I don't know if there was enough to say that there was a touchdown there. But again, I'm not on the field. I don't know what they saw. But like that, I don't know.
Wow, buddy. Trying to set my phone up here.
You got the good old Red River rivalry going on. That's going on, and I got my alma mater up on my big computer screen up here as well. They're in a rough spot right now, so let's see. So there's a timeout on the field with Oklahoma and Texas. All of those other games are on commercial. Let's see here what we got. Because it looks like the only one that really just had a play going on here. Oh, never mind. Here's UCF in Cincinnati. Oh, it's a fumble. And it's recovered by Cincinnati on the 5-yard line.
The Bearcats got it.
Oh, man. Talk about textbook where you come up to a guy you're taught as a defender to come in and punch that ball out. It's exactly what the defender does. Oh, it wasn't even a punch. He just went whack. Batted that ball out of his hand. He was not holding on to that ball well enough. And it's recovered, and the Bearcats are on the doorstep.
We're currently looking at 7-0 Stanford up, visiting hometown Notre Dame. Completely shocking, and I'm in absolute disbelief on the no call, no challenge. I'm right with you. I've been watching many highlights, or lack thereof, if you're a Notre Dame fan. This is absolutely distasteful. Before we get more into college football, I'm on commercial break here with Notre Dame. Aaron, what's your favorite NHL team?
Carolina Hurricanes.
Should have saw that coming.
Tuesday. So
okay. So this coming up Tuesday is game 1, or have they started?
They played yesterday, their first game of the season.
How they do?
They lost to the Lightning 4-1.
Oh, it's a Lightning though. Oh man, that's a dominant team.
It was 2 empty net goals though, so take that for what it's worth.
Okay, sure. Oh man, Carolina Hurricanes really made a game out of it then.
Yeah. So, but what was I thinking? So then, Tuesday's game will be against the New Jersey Devils. So that's going to be a really good game.
Jersey. As you can tell, I got no love for Jersey. Not happening on my day.
I remember watching Martin Brodeur in his prime, not to mention seeing him in person.
He was
play
so
in his
good.
Prime.
Oh, you met him.
Not only did I watch him play live in person, yes, I did meet Martin Brodeur, which
that's amazing.
It's an insane story, but I mean the guy, incredible, very, very, very kind.
It's not often you meet humble athletes that are millionaires. I'm seeing so many people chime in on YouTube and on TikTok. I love Irish. I love everything Philadelphia. Thank you so much on behalf of me, PTSD Play-by-Play. Thank you for believing in me and going to the top of the mountain in the commentary world, as I am in envy of Aaron Stinkin' Preston, doing it for a living, color commentator and public address announcer. Not only a great friend, but certainly someone I look up to. And oh my gosh, the opposite of looking up to is the Irish offense right now, who lost 2 yards on the attempted run play by number 24. Irish, what are you doing to me? You're at South Bend. Represent your city, excuse me, not your nation. But my goodness, the offensive line is not existent. 2nd and 11 coming up for the struggling offensive line for Notre Dame. Throws across the line of scrimmage. Beautiful duck and move over. Almost a first down for number 10, the wide receiver for Notre Dame. 3rd and inches coming up. That was a great preserve of not just giving up on the play. He did a hurry up stop. Defender went right by him. Thank you. I'll take the sideline. He got an extra 8 yards out of it. First down, Irish. There we go. Let's go, Irish. Come on.
My alma mater just scored. They are trying to cut down on this lead. They hopefully extra point coming up here. They are down 42-13. Extra point is pending here in the 3rd quarter. So it's a rough one. They're playing a really good team. So extra point is good. So it's 42-14. So my team's trying to claw back in it. So we will see. Plenty of time left.
I love your optimism, Aaron. I really do. And Ryan, thank you so much for chiming in right there. I appreciate your messages. And not only that, but it's a busy weekend. We all have chores and stuff to do on your day off. Thank you for climbing in and messaging. Get a hold of my latest video, Ryan. I made a Phillies video about an hour ago. I hope you enjoy it. It's titled Phillies Therapy. And Lord knows, Philly fans, we should also be getting free therapy for the rest of the year. But Ryan, comment and follow. I guarantee you I'm following you back. I'd love to talk more to you about our Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, I will say, I also have optimism in the sense of also as a player, but also as announcing games. I've been around games and been in games where I'm, down by a good margin, and I've seen them bounce back. So, and some of the craziest comebacks. I've been around it, a part of it, so I know crazy things can happen.
And speaking of crazy, the Irish offense just woke up. Approximately a 25-yard dart, a missile thrown across the middle by Duke transfer quarterback Leonard to wide receiver number 1. He's looking into the end zone. He does not fire. He throws across the line of scrimmage. Caught about a 2-yard gain. Preserved the play itself, thankfully avoiding the sack. Only a 2-yard gain for the Irish, but the play before, at least a 25-yard missile. That was a John Elway frozen rope. Gorgeous pass. A little more than 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Stanford 7, Notre Dame 0. Notre Dame Fighting Irish looking to get their first points at home. 2nd and 6 in Stanford territory. Riley Leonard in shotgun formation.
One other player that I can think of that can have a better quote-unquote frozen rope than John Elway, and that's Brett Favre, just because that dude could sling it in there.
That is true. Yeah, he is. I don't want to. How do I say this? I don't want to discredit Brett Favre, but comeback kid's already taken by my man, Notre Dame grad Joe Montana. So I'm thinking.
Oh, Joe Montana, in my opinion, is currently the best to ever do it. I think talent-wise, Rodgers is the best talent. But the best one to ever do it, winning the Super Bowls, multiple, and doing it is Montana, for sure.
How about
People
that?
People be like, what about Brady? Well, that's another conversation for another day.
Well, while I'm wearing Notre Dame gear, I want to show respect to my Irish. 1979 Cotton Bowl. Oh, yeah, the Chicken Soup Bowl. Joe Montana had a fever of God knows how much. It was way off the charts. Chicken soup during halftime. He came back to win it for the Irish. You don't see that in the NFL or in college. If someone's sick or injured, you're out, you're done. Here comes the next guy. It's like moving cattle. You just got to keep the game going. Montana, he came right back. Oh, my goodness. Heart of a warrior. Yep. And the Irish are in, oh my gosh, inside the red zone, inside the first down. Everything just happened so quickly. There must have been a little hiccup in Peacock. I saw like 3 highlights inside of 5 seconds. I almost had an epileptic seizure there for a second. The Irish, 1st and goal, their first playoff, the first down of 1st and goal was incomplete.
Get ready, Rich. Get ready, Rich.
2nd and goal for my Irish. 4-1 on the year, ranked 11th in the nation. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation, 2 men set. Riley Leonard up the middle, almost untouched. Touchdown, Riley Leonard, and the Fighting Irish are up. Oh my goodness, thank God. Technically, Irish are not up, but they have reached the scoreboard for the first time in the game, 7-6, as the extra point is yet to come. And I need you, Aaron Rodgers. I need you, Aaron Preston, to give me your color commentary on that. Go ahead and break that down.
I mean, just a beautiful drawn up. I mean, it looked to me like it's either an option play or a design quarterback draw, and he pulled that down. Incredible blocking by the offensive line, and just went in basically untouched into the end zone.
How in the world did he almost go untouched? I think I mentioned that during the live play-by-play there. You're up the heart of a defense. How do you almost go through there unscathed?
Offensive line. The blocking there was incredible. As somebody used to play offensive line, that was textbook blocking. The line knew that it was run. They made sure that quarterback ain't getting touched.
It's good. Irish 7, Stanford 7 at South Bend, first quarter. I've got every ounce of your play-by-play, enthusiastic and passionate play-by-play commentary right stinking here. Don't go anywhere. And to put the ice cream on top of the cake, Aaron Preston, a man I look up to, a professional. Get on him. Aaron Preston, Preston, on all social media networks. My brother from another mother. Give him some love. Hit that subscribe and like button. Thank you for believing in me as a military veteran, and thank you for liking him. Yeah, Philly did lose, but I'm not a bandwagoner. I love Philadelphia. If you don't love Philadelphia, perfectly fine. I love America before anything else. But speaking of MLB, guys, if you want to save some money during this inflation process, I got you. Half the price of Yeti. This thing keeps your hot and cold beverages exactly where they should be, hot and cold, through Amazon. Link is in my description. Don't miss out. Look into it. You won't be disappointed. Go Irish. I'm with you, Heel Mario. Let's go Irish. Irish, my opinion, Notre Dame has to win out in order to make that new 12-man playoff system. Got to do it. I think if the Irish lose to a top contender, it's all over.
We got Luis in here asking about, I'm pretty sure he's referencing baseball and talking about the possibility of a once again the Subway Series as a World Series. I won't lie to you, in the one sense, I don't want to see the Yankees in it, but on the other hand, it's been a long time, a long time since we've seen a Subway Series as a World Series, and I'll tell you this: I know when that has happened, the city of New York just goes crazy, and it is. I have heard how electric. I know people that are from New York that talk about when they, the World Series, when it was, the last Subway Series, like it was electric around the city of New York. So if that happens, I'm going to tell you what, it is going to be a very electric series, and it's going to be packed every game, and man, it would be truly a really cool series and an experience for sure.
It was about 25 years ago in the year 2000, the year before I don't like talking about my military stuff, but anyways, the 2000 was the Subway Series, and I was pulling for the Mets just because the Yankees were an absolute juggernaut in the 90s. They were a dominant force in the AL. Unfortunately, the Mets couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, if that series happens, I'm definitely pulling for the Mets. Yeah, we will see what happens.
Irish 7, Stanford 7, a little more than 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. NHL, MLB.
I'd rather a Yankees and Mets series than a Yankees-Dodgers series for sure.
I want to see Yankees Dodgers for one reason. I want to see King Kong and Godzilla. Judge, Ohtani.
As somebody who has dealt with the Dodgers in the postseason for the last several years as a Brewers fan, I'm going to tell you what. It's only some Dodgers fans that ruin it for the bunch. I know lots of great Dodgers fans, but between some of the fans and certain players, I don't want to deal with the Dodgers. So
honestly, sir, I'm out. But more power to whoever wins.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and I messaged someone in my TikTok video, the one I sent out about my Phillies therapy video, which is hysterical. You got to check it out. I'm still trying to recoup from it because I think I might need heart medication from it. But it was almost life-changing even for myself because I found a new upset alert for myself, like a new high of blood pressure. I think I just topped my personal goal. I I think all of us have to be reminded that these are millionaires. I spoke of it in my video, and it's true, guys. These millionaires don't care about us. We care more about them than they care about us. We have to care about one thing and one thing only, and that's our family. That I mean, we put so much exhaustion and effort into being a fan of MLB, NCAA, NFL, NHL, and where does it get us? So, oh goodness, 7-7. Notre Dame, Stanford at Irish Stadium, South Bend. Minute 22 on the clock. Stanford's got the ball at the Irish 30-yard line. I formation for Stanford, 2 wide out set. Number 14, the quarterback for Stanford, looking for the ball, and he gets it. Fakes the handoff. No, he actually does dish it off. It was a patented juke. What's that called? Pump fake. It was a pump fake lateral, but it got absolutely nowhere. No yards gained. 2nd and 10 coming up. So thank you so much for chiming in, guys. This is my dream to go all the way, be a professional play-by-play commentator. I've got your Notre Dame Stanford game right here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and believing in this veteran's dream and becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. I got your back, and guess who else has your back? That's right. Here he is, Aaron Preston. Continue to send all the love and support to Aaron, Preston. Every social media network this guy's on. He is legit professional play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer right here in North Carolina. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate the plug. No, it's I actually did a college hockey game last night. Was an incredible game. Unfortunately, didn't go the way for the team that I work for the way we wanted, but nonetheless, a great hockey game.
We have reached the end of the first quarter at South Bend, Indiana. Irish ranked number 11th in the nation, struggling against visiting Stanford. Scores tie 7-7. Here comes the second quarter.
Let's see. Let's take a rundown of the FBS. Why don't we? Let's take a look at.
And let's also talk about number 2 versus number 3 later on at 7:30. Oh yeah, I'm pumped and primed for that one. Oh baby, I got enough sleep last night. I'm ready for tonight's game. What do you think? Oregon? I love Oregon.
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna come down to the wire. Don't be surprised if Ohio State wins that, but there's just something about Oregon, their first one playing, their first Big Ten really big game they've had. It's against Ohio State, top 3 game. It's being played in Oregon. I'm gonna say, give me Oregon in overtime.
Oh, calling OT. You heard it first. Aaron Preston. Wow. I know to Ohio State fans, we all have to say it correctly. The Ohio State. I don't understand the whole biblical reference and how they went all New Testament, but okay, all right, I respect it. Big Ten schools I grew up with. I grew up as a little baby. I was a Penn State fan until I knew better and I went Irish. But Ohio State, it's very hard for me to cheer for someone that I used to detest. So, Oregon Ducks also, how I grew up, and how do I say it? The cinema nostalgia, quack, quack, quack. You know where I'm going, Aaron, right? The Mighty Ducks, quack, quack, quack. I mean, come on, Ducks. I love the movie. I'm going for the Ducks. That's where I'm going.
So, running through some FBS scores for you.
Go ahead.
Let's see here.
Aaron Preston.
We are running down the gauntlet here. All right. So FBS scores final from earlier today. Wisconsin in Rutgers. Wisconsin 42, Rutgers 7.
Oh, come on, Rutgers. Oh, gee.
On Wisconsin. In Eastern Michigan in the third quarter, Miami, Ohio 21, Eastern Michigan 7. In the first quarter, Red River rivalry, Texas 0, Oklahoma 0.
Wow, really?
Quarter. Yeah.
I thought the Longhorns would have struck first.
First quarter, it at USC, Penn State 3, USC 7.
That's an upset alert.
Of course, you got Stanford and Notre Dame in the second quarter tied at 7.
And let me put a plug in this. Hold on, wait a minute. Trojans of USC, are they ranked? I don't think they are.
Let's take a peek. See, they are not.
And Penn State's ranked 4th. That could, guys, get on your phone. Whatever betting site you go into, Trojans, they could be for real.
First quarter, Pittsburgh 7, Cal 7. End of the first quarter, Illinois 10, Purdue no score.
Come on, Irish.
End of the first quarter, Virginia 7, Louisville no score.
All right.
First quarter, just almost finished. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Cincinnati 3, UCF no score at UCF.
UCF made a run a few years ago, and I was proud of them for that. Stanford offense at midfield at South Bend, Indiana. Come on, Irish defense. 4th and 1. Stanford's going for it. Why would you go shotgun formation on 4th and 1? It worked for the Cardinal, not Cardinals, the Cardinal of Stanford. That shotgun formation on 4th and 1 seemed to work as they ran the ball down the middle of the I'm shocked. Why do you intentionally give up 5 yards on 4th and 1 as a quarterback? Now you're on 4th and 6, and it worked for the quarterback. He found a hole through the offensive line. I'm flabbergasted. Go ahead. You're a football player.
Strategy on that one. I didn't see the formation, but usually if you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to have a spread offense, so probably 4 wide receivers, running back was back there with them. It spreads out the defense. So when you spread out the defense, because they have to honor those receivers. So then the fact that they spread out, you have less guys in the box.
Oh.
So now that you have less guys in the box, you have your lead blocker and your running back, and the quarterback's just got to run it.
You're right. Yeah, the secondary's completely flabbergasted. They don't know who to look at when they see shotgun formation. They instinctively think pass. Great call, Aaron. Well done. Yep, you're right. And a beautiful sack by number 9, and I believe his friend, number 50, had a hand in it. More than a hand, 4 hands on the quarterback for Stanford. Huge loss, 2nd and 18. Next play, Stanford got about 6 yards back. Still 3rd and long coming up for the Stanford Cardinal at South Bend, Indiana. I got your play-by-play commentary, guys. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, get onto YouTube. Get that subscribe button. I want to make it to the big time. I want to be a professional play-by-play commentator. Thank you for believing in me, this veteran's dream, and going all the way. Here we go. 3rd and 11 at Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame fans have to be on their feet, loud and proud. Shotgun formation for the Stanford quarterback. He takes it himself up the middle. Ill-advised, only a 5-yard gain. 4th and 5 coming up for Stanford. They are just shy of field goal range. It seems that Stanford will be punting and burying the Irish inside their own 10-yard line. Wait a minute, the Irish, hold on, wait a minute. The Stanford offense is on the field. 4th and 5, no huddle offense, but a quick timeout, smart timeout by the defense of Notre Dame. Wow, that could have went really wrong really quick. Oh my God, the Irish were not prepared for a possible 4th and 5. Great timeout. That saved the Irish ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but also you got to give credit where credit is due. Amazing thinking there by Stanford, trying to catch Notre Dame off guard, and they just about did. I mean, perfect way to do that there.
Fully agree, Aaron. They caught Irish with their pants down. Aaron's got something. Keep your ears on Aaron.
Oh no, just you wait. Watch.
This is my turn. PTSD play-by-play. Here comes my passion and enthusiasm. Aaron says something big's coming, and something is big coming. Shotgun formation for Stanford. They're not punting. Oh, a blitz up the middle. Oh, Stanford ordered a stuffed sandwich, and number 56 plays DoorDash. Here's your stuffed sandwich, quarterback. Eat that sack. Enjoy some grass for lunch. Wow, 11 minutes left in the second quarter as the Irish defense prevail. Daniels, the quarterback for Stanford, has grass for lunch. Come again. Thank you, Stanford. Unbelievable. Beautiful job, Irish.
Man, that was just great defense, but horrible blocking by Stanford. And I mean, man, just 2 defenders break through the line and just blow it up.
Goodness gracious, how did the offensive line allow the blitz to infiltrate and penetrate so quickly?
I'd have to see a replay of what was going on in that play, but man, that was...
Kodiak asked if I'm a Stanford fan. Oh yeah, big Stanford fan. This is the new logo for Stanford.
I think he heard you talking about Stanford and you were looking up, so he didn't see your hat. So I think he was
again, I mean, zero disrespect to any team. When it comes down to it, guys, MLB, NCAA, NHL, NFL, we're all Americans. So don't say the word hate. I grew up with the word hate, hating the Cowboys. I'm slowly trying to stop myself from saying it. Don't let these leagues that are American-made split us apart with one word, hatred. Don't let it happen, guys. This world needs more love and not disrespect. So please spread love, not the word hate. Pass that along.
Red River Rivalry, quick update for you. We've got a long field goal attempt, and it is good. Oklahoma takes the lead with 10 seconds left in the first quarter, 3-0 over Texas.
Oh, I can't. The last 2 words I'm having a hard time understanding. Over Texas. Wow. That's surreal. It really is, boss. I wouldn't doubt that Matthew McConaughey's got front row tickets to that one too, being a Texas native himself.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either.
Well, one thing I really dislike though, my Philadelphia Flyers. Their first game of the season, 10 o'clock at night. Second game of the season, 10 o'clock at night. I mean, it's Saturday.
Western Road swing is what does it.
Yep, it's Saturday night, so I'll try to stay up. But for crying out loud, NHL faithful out there, I'm sure you dislike 10 o'clock games as much as I. Absolutely ridiculous. But
it is what it is. The reason they do that, because you got to think about this. They're starting it at 7 o'clock local time.
In Canada.
Well, specific time. They're on the West Coast, so in the Pacific time zone, because they're 3 hours ahead of us or behind us. There's 3 hours behind us. So they're starting, it's here at 10 o'clock, but they're starting at 7 o'clock. You got to think about it that way. So, but no, I can't wait for, because they did it one time last year. I would love them to do it
going deep,
just once a year.
Catch it. Oh, just overthrown. Pass interference is called on Stanford on the defense. I mean, zero disrespect to you, Aaron. I'm so sorry. You were talking about your time zones and how they work, and I concur with your assessment. The math does work, but we have a big flag, possible momentum swing for Notre Dame as Stanford looks to be called for defensive pass interference. The Zebras will call it true. Pass interference on the defense. Wait a minute.
So
I think it was just waved off. How can that be waved off? That can't be. There is holding and pushing. Everything that you need for pass interference was there. 2nd and 10 for the Irish. No pass interference. The Zebras on the field. What are you thinking? What are you doing? This isn't, oh my goodness. Another catastrophic play.
Situation there, Rich, it's one of those that, because for me, being a non-biased party here, I mean, there was a lot of hand fighting both ways. And yeah, you could have maybe called, it was so close that if you called pass interference, I'm like, yep, that was pass interference. If they didn't call it, I'm like, it was close.
Oh, again, wearing the Irish gear, I'm not lying through my teeth when I'm saying there was contact, and the referee called it such through the flag, but the guy with the white cap, he thought otherwise. Great avoiding tacklers, number 13 for the Irish. What a job, what a run, what a quarterback. Thank you, Duke, for this beautiful quarterback. Transfer from Duke, number 13, Riley Leonard. He avoids 3 defenders of Stanford defense circling around the pocket. He avoids pressure, gets out of the pocket, finds the right sideline, a good 20-yard scamper, first down Irish in Stanford territory. Woo!
So to quickly finish up my thought, something that with the NHL and the time zones and things, something that I really enjoyed last year that they did once, they're going to do it one time this year. I would like to see them do it a few more times than just once a year. They're doing what's called the Frozen Frenzy. All 32 teams playing on one night, and they will stagger out the start times of all the games. So you'll be able to watch a little bit of every game if you wanted to, and it is so awesome, so great, and it was so much fun. And last year they did a special where they also had a channel that you could watch through ESPN Plus, where they would kind of like the Red Zone. They would bounce around the games going on. It was really, really cool. I hope that they, bring something more to that. There's rumors that Amazon's going to try and bounce in and maybe do something with that during a couple other times, but we'll see. But my whole point being this. The Frozen Frenzy thing was really cool, and it's really cool having those staggered start times because of the time zones, which is really cool.
Thank you for dropping that in our ear. Anyone else out there, NHL fans like Aaron and I, that's something to certainly look forward to. And I am certainly looking forward to the Irish getting their first lead of the game at home in South Bend, Indiana. 9 minutes left, second quarter. Again, Riley Leonard looking to scramble. First down, Irish. It certainly was not scheduled. It was not written up that way, but Riley Leonard, when he senses pressure, he does not lay down and give up. He finds any yard, any escape route, any way to get out. Number 13, the unlucky number, is quite lucky here in Notre Dame with the luck of the Irish. In the red zone, 19-yard line, Stanford territory. Riley Leonard, he is calling an audible at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the 11th ranked Irish. 4 wide receivers set. He gets the ball, he snaps and makes the catch, about a 5-yard run. a long 2nd and 6 coming up for the Irish. Come on, boys. Let's go, Notre Dame. Here we go. Got to get this lead. 8 minutes and change. Again, Aaron with the Santa Claus laugh. All right, 8 minutes even. Second.
Get ready.
Get ready. I woke up ready. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. Tailback in motion. He fakes the handoff. Riley Leonard, 13. In the end zone, touchdown, Irish. To number 83, wide receiver. Riley Leonard, celebrate with 83. You two deserve it. Irish get their first lead of the game in South Bend, Indiana, as the Irish faithful rejoice. How was that? Yeah. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes cheering her name. Send a volley, cheer on high. Shake down the thunder from the sky. What be the odds, great or small? Old Notre Dame will win overall. While the loyal sons are marching onward to victory. I'm sorry if anyone out there lost your hearing from that, but diehard fan, go Irish. 14-7, Irish are prevailing in the second quarter. Yeah! This is what it's all about, guys. Work your butts off as proud, hardworking Americans. Hit that workforce. And then when you got your weekend, you got PTSD play-by-play, losing his voice for you, giving you ultimate play-by-play commentary. And if you want information galore about any sport whatsoever, Aaron Preston, Preston, all social media networks. He's got you. Like, comment, and subscribe on Aaron, too. This is so much fun, man.
You got me somewhat moved, and I know I've told you about this before.
Go ahead.
Very briefly, but there's the old throwbacks for the Packers.
He's going old school, guys.
Now, here's the thing. I told you about this before. Let's see if you remember any of this. You know that my Packers, your Irish, are very much intertwined in several different ways.
No. Wait. You told me this. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Packers and Irish. Oh, crap. I remember Navy and Irish for the World War II story and how they got their history. Packers, Irish.
So originally the Packers colors were navy and gold. Let's see if you remember that. Does that ring a bell?
Every now and then the Irish do break out the green and gold, much like your Packers. That's all I can think of.
The Packers colors were blue and gold. And so that goes back to, the founder, Curly Lambeau, he went to Notre Dame. He played very briefly at Notre Dame, and then he got very ill. He withdrew from Notre Dame, came back to Wisconsin, and it was the beginning of these pro football leagues, and they had all these different teams. And so when he brought about the Green Bay Packers, along with Calhoun, him and Calhoun putting the team together, he wanted the colors to be blue and gold. And it was the whole connection with Notre Dame and that whole bit. So the first almost 50 years of the Packers were blue and gold. And that's the way it was. They started flirting with green at certain points. And then in 1959, the Packers went to very eerily similar to what they have today. And then it was in 1960 that they put the G. It's not what it looked like today. Wow. It was a little different shaped. Eventually, it was in the 70s. I think they changed it to kind of the shape we know today. But yeah, so the Packers every once in a while in their history have gone back to wearing blue and gold throwbacks, and so that's where all of that comes in. So,
that's absolutely astonishing.
Connection to Notre Dame. So speaking of Notre Dame, not to steal your thunder, but there was a really big play, and there's a flag coming. So we'll see if what you
interception, Irish! And I think that's exactly what you were speaking of. I just saw it here on Peacock. Number 20 put the cork in the champagne. The cornerback for the Irish, number 20 with the interception, but I believe it's coming back. It looks to be defensive holding. Let's see what the Zebras have to say about this one. Oh, boy, they didn't earn my respect a few plays ago. Let's see what they do now. There is no foul on the play. Wait, as soon as the camera went away, the referee signaled for offsides. But
there were offsetting penalties on the play, offsides on Notre Dame, and I don't remember what the one for Stanford was. So they'll replay first down.
For crying out loud! It was offensive holding. 86 was holding the left tackle. Oh, gee.
Quick update for you: touchdown Texas in the Red River rivalry in the Cotton Bowl, and they go up with the extra point pending.
Wow, the Sooners are up? I can't believe what I'm hearing.
No, the Sooners were up 3-0. Texas just scored
and
went ahead.
Okay, that's why I expected Longhorns to take the lead. Okay. These referees are taking too much out of this game. Let the guys play, for crying out loud. Now there's no foul for something. These referees have itchy trigger fingers, and then all 5 or 6 of them get together, and sometimes they just, okay, we're just going to let it go. We're going to let them play it out. And I like that. If it's only a little bit, just let them go. If it's blatant and obvious, sure, call it. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Stanford offense, down by 7 against host Notre Dame, 14-7. At the Irish 25-yard line, shotgun formation for Stanford. 14, laterals it. Doesn't get more than 3 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Stanford Cardinal. I was slowly working that way into my vocabulary. Stanford Cardinal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd one, but once you learn it, yeah. Let's see if you know this. This one should be fairly easy for you. There is one other team in college sports, at least in the Division I FBS realm, that is also named for a color. There's no mascot, just a color.
The Orangemen, Syracuse.
Team? The Syracuse, yes, the Orangemen, yes.
Honey, I got a Jeopardy question. Aren't you proud?
Well, if it was a Jeopardy question, you didn't answer it right. You didn't answer the question.
What is the Orangemen of Syracuse? Darn it. Almost special teams block. Notre Dame, great job calling that on special teams. Almost an all-out blitz, not blitz, but however you call it in special teams. Number 30 for special teams broke through coverage, almost getting to the number 37 punter for Stanford, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Irish will be getting the ball back.
For you.
All right, go ahead.
Your update that you were asking for. ALDS Game 5, final score.
Here we go, guys. Buckle up.
Cleveland Guardians 7, Detroit Tigers 3.
Tigers did not mount the comeback I expected. But speaking of MLB guys, there it is right there. You got Cleveland, LA, and both New York teams, Mets, Yankees. Yes, I'm a Phillies fan, but I can get this for you, only you guys. I can get it for you. Link in the description. It holds hot and cold, half the price of Yeti. Don't miss out. Support your team. Yankees, Mets, Guardians. Dodgers. There we go. I knew I was missing one. Links in the description. You won't be disappointed. You have this veteran's honor. You will be paying half the price you'll pay for that corporate sponsor Yeti garbage. They are overpricing. I don't. Amazon, link in the description. Check it out.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I am rooting for a Mets Guardians World Series. That's what I'm rooting for.
That's obtuse. You may be alone on that one.
I don't want the Yankees and I don't want the Dodgers, so that's why.
There we go. Okay, the truth comes out. I've got a great friend of mine, Rob. Lives up in Pennsylvania, born and bred Yankees, Yankee fan, excuse me. All throughout high school, I went to his house after track practice, and I see all this Yankee memorabilia. Being a Phillies fan, the only memorabilia I had was the 1993 NL Championship. That was it. Yankees have 1, 2, 3, 4, easily over 20 World Series victories.
Yeah,
all I could
brag. 27. Yeah.
There it is. All I could brag about was 1980. Finally, 08, my Phillies won it. So I'm a diehard Philly fan, guys. Anybody else out there a diehard fan of anyone else? You may have got knocked out, but I appreciate your fanhood and your love for your team. Check the link in the description, man. I got your back. Oh, so in about 5 minutes, the Irish will be going into halftime, and I will be taking a break myself. We're all human, and we all have to do things in the middle of a game. I think you know what I mean. So, being politely speaking,
you'll be back on for the second half for it.
Oh, 100% I'm coming back. Yes, I just have to take care of business. So, Stanford 7, hosting team 14, Irish. Irish up by 7, 4-1 on the year, 11th ranked Irish with the ball at Stanford territory. 35-yard line, shotgun formation for Raleigh Leonard. Snap, throw, caught, number 5, first down and more. A 16-yard run from 13 to number 5. And Stanford is saying they have the ball, but I believe number 5, the wide receiver for the Irish, was down by contact. Again, the Zebra is
down.
I believe he is down. Number 17 saying he's got the ball, but it doesn't matter what any of the players say. What referees say counts. So we're going to watch more of this highlight and more of the replay and challenge. And oh my goodness, that does seem to be legit. Stanford will be having the ball. I am distraught being a Notre Dame fan.
We have an official review coming.
As you heard from Aaron Preston, there is an official review. I just saw a replay, a viewpoint. The Stanford legit stripped the ball from the Irish, and it does not look good for us Notre Dame faithful. 5 minutes.
I got something for you that's going to shock you. Out in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, with 10:05 to go in the second quarter, USC 17, Penn State 3.
That has to hurt. I have a lot of family up north in Pennsylvania, diehard Penn State fans. Woo! Happy Valley, not so happy. Obviously, it's in California, but you get the pun. Wow. Nittany Lions getting just demolished at California. And California seems to be getting the ball back. Stanford, California, that is. They seem to be turning the ball over against Notre Dame at South Bend, watching more corporate sponsor, hoo-ha, all these commercials. I honestly – go ahead.
Upsets. Currently down at UCF, Cincinnati 10, UCF nothing with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. UCF is driving, though.
Okay, I can appreciate that. All right, here comes the commercial break. Helmets are down for Notre Dame and high fives on the Stanford sideline. I don't need any audio to know what just happened. Stanford with the ball as they certainly legit ripped the ball out of number 5's hands. The wide receiver, number 5, could not maintain possession as the cornerback for Stanford. Hats off to the victor.
It looked like he was down at first, and then you get that one angle. There was that one special angle that showed it.
Yep.
And that was all you need.
You're right. Oh, my goodness. Stanford turned the ball over at South Bend. Irish fans are obviously sitting down in disgust. Oh, wow. Stanford at midfield. Go ahead.
A little graphic on the screen for you. Notre Dame at home has 7 turnovers this season. On the road, they have none. They have had a rough time holding on and keeping the football at home.
I just saw that myself. You're about 10, 15 seconds ahead of me. I certainly would have called that myself, seeing the statistic. I'm glad you said it because that's like vinegar to my mouth. What's not vinegar to my mouth is praising the Notre Dame defense. A sack about 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. A long 2nd and 10 coming up for the Stanford Cardinal at Notre Dame. Number 56 found a hole through the middle. Actually, he had double coverage on him. 76 and 58, I believe it was, for Stanford. Held the defender only momentarily until he broke free, causing the sack. Thank you. 2nd and long. Number 27 flushed the quarterback out of the pocket. Stanford quarterback runs for his life up the right sideline, getting about 7 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up for Stanford in Notre Dame territory. They are in long field goal range, but I think Stanford really wants to give it to the Irish. They're looking for 6, not 3.
So, fun fact, I don't know if I told you this. Well, I don't think it ever came up because there wasn't an opportunity. I actually have a former teammate of mine played at Stanford.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got 3rd and 3. The blitz. The blitz is too much for the offense of the Stanford line. Well done, Irish. Once the quarterback for Stanford retrieved the ball, he was in panic mode inside of 1.5 seconds. He was flustered at a drop of a hat. The infiltration of Notre Dame was too much. 4th and 3 for Stanford, and the offensive line for the Cardinal, the Red Cardinal, the offense stays on the field. Either they're crazy stupid or they're amazingly smart because they see something I don't. The 2 and 3 Stanford on the year, they're 2 and 3. Go ahead.
They might be trying to draw them off, maybe.
And it seems that way. Yes, it went down to 1 second, and Stanford called a timeout. The hard count for Stanford did not draw the defense of Notre Dame off sides. Great job by Notre Dame staying strong. The Fighting Irish are fighting, staying alive, up by 7 at home. Just under 4 minutes to play in the second quarter.
So, like I said, I have a former teammate of mine who played for Stanford. You actually might be familiar with him because he actually, several years ago, was in the running to get the Heisman Trophy.
Dear Lord. Wow.
Yeah. So I used to play with, when we were kids, I played with Bryce Love. Running back out of Stanford. Played with him. Great guy, great family.
It's great to know that when
Notre Dame's now taking a timeout.
And guys, as I mentioned, Aaron's about 15 seconds ahead of me.
I'm sorry, I forgot about that for half a second.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to give live play-by-play commentary, but you're a lot more juiced about this than I expected. And Irish do call a timeout. And number 14, Daniels, the quarterback for Stanford, he is absolutely beside himself. He better hope he doesn't get unsportsmanlike conduct going nose to nose with an official.
Oh, I see why they took a timeout. They had too many out on the field.
I don't know why he's yelling at the zebra. The referee had nothing to do with the possible too many men on the field.
It looks like Stanford is set on going for this. So,
right.
In this situation, if I'm Stanford here, I'm going to try and draw in because Notre Dame's going to come with guys. You're going to try and draw them in and get some misdirection of some kind here.
All right, I got you guys. 4th and 3. Stanford offense on the field. Notre Dame defense looking to stay strong and stay absolutely on top of the scoreboard. Notre Dame home against visiting Stanford. 4th and 3, shotgun formation for Stanford quarterback Daniels. Snap, fakes the handoff. Number 0, he trips, but he does not get, oh, wow, that was close. Incomplete. So much happened inside of 3 seconds. The only thing I can get out was, oh, wow. It was an incompletion. Daniels, the starting quarterback for Stanford, is having a hard time getting up. He seems to be injured. Possible backup quarterback will come in for Stanford in the following drive. But we are seeing the replay right now for the Notre Dame defense. Great blitz. Number 0 coming right from the oh my goodness. Again, seeing the replay, you see 3 or 4 highlights all inside of 5 seconds. You don't know which one to call first. Wow.
So the biggest key on that one is the fact I talked about. Stanford tried to go with the misdirection of a handoff rollout, and at first it looked like it might work, but then the pressure came to him. Quarterback had no time, tried to get it to receiver, which was in perfect position, but it just great coverage by the defender. Just a situation that it's just, that could have gone either way, but just the pressure of the situation of the quick pass, as well as the getting in position factor that caused that to not work out.
It honestly looked like the ball was deflected and almost intercepted at first, but one great thing after another for the luck of the Irish. Pass completion to number 4 from Riley Leonard, Duke transfer quarterback. He finds number 4, the wide receiver for the Irish, up the right sideline, about a 20-25-yard run into field goal range for the Irish. They are certainly in field goal range. Go Irish. I hope they get a 2-possession lead before getting into halftime. Less than 2 minutes left to play, second quarter. Irish up by 7 at home. Riley Leonard's got the ball at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. There's the snap. He's looking deep. He does not go deep. He actually underthrows his man to number 5. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for Riley Leonard. Speaking of Riley, let's get Riley. Let's get rowdy. Come on, guys. I love this stuff. This is what we work all week for. Enjoy sports. Enjoy our fellowship together.
Oh, that was interesting.
Go ahead, Aaron. I'm talking too much. Go for it, buddy.
No, you're good. You're good. You'll see what I mean.
All right, we got 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Irish on offense. Number 88, tight end in motion. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. He fakes the handoff. Going up the middle. What just happened to it? It looked deflected. It looks like a lineman caught the deflection. First down, Irish. You want to talk about a big guy moment? That was one of them. Irish seemed to have a first down thanks to number 78 preserving that play. Heads up play by 78. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, that was just one of those that it's just like as a lineman, you're like, oh, snap. I get the ball, and it's just
it was an almost interception by Stanford as 78 proclaimed the ball his. He seems to be the center for Notre Dame. You rarely, as a center, think, I'm going to catch the ball. Well done, 7-8.
This is going to be nostalgia for you. Are you familiar with the old center sneak?
Fumbarooski, yes.
So yeah, I've actually been a part of that in practice. So the whole center sneak business.
You and I are on the same page, right? The Fumbarooski is where the quarterback drops the ball on the ground, the center covers it up, and he's sitting there for 5 seconds, then runs up the middle.
No, well, I mean, it's more of he puts it at your feet, you pick it up and run with it.
It's a different play.
So,
all right. I've seen the Fumbarooski before, and it's hilarious to watch. The defense is obviously watching the quarterback and the running back as the quarterback intentionally drops the ball on the ground. The center huddles over it, and he doesn't move. Everyone else is running but the center, and as soon as he has a gateway, he just runs right up the middle, and no one touches him. Oh, wow. Only a few minutes left, guys. I will be staying with you to the first half. I am pausing, but coming back for the second half. Keep a hold of me. PTSD play-by-play. I'm coming back for the second half, guys. You don't want to miss an action. Okay, reverse that. You don't want to miss a minute of action from me with my play-by-play commentary, guys. I don't sit. I get loud and crazy. Passionate and enthusiasm should be my middle name. I love doing this stuff. Oh my gosh. Ever since serving my country, this has certainly been my dream right here. Help my dream come true. Get that subscribe button hit on YouTube and TikTok. God bless y'all. Thank you, D Zizzle. I appreciate you saying that. D Dizzle, thank you very much for commenting and taking time out of your busy weekend, enjoying my madness of play-by-play commentary. Also, check out Aaron Preston, a great friend of mine from North Carolina. Guys, if you have a great friend that you praise, you know exactly what I mean, and I absolutely am 100% authentic in saying it. This guy is legit. Professional play-by-play commentator who I envy, color analyst, and a public address announcer right here in North Carolina. Give him love. Irish.
That is a great compliment. Thank you, D Zizzle. Got to take a look at that one, Rich.
D Dizzle, I'm saying it without saying it because I'm sure you already did. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, and I can't wait to get a hold of you on my social media. Be sure to message me and comment on my last video. I'm looking forward to having conversation with you later. I mean, zero disrespect to you at all. We are having so much awesomeness, like you say. Thank you for your compliment. Many people are watching right now. I'm going to try my very best to remember you, to look into TikTok and YouTube to follow you as well. Social media, guys, I'm preaching to the choir. It's a team effort. You help me, I help you. We help each other grow and get each other those views and subscribers. Irish inside of 2 minutes at South Bend. Irish up by 7. Notre Dame currently on a timeout. What do you got, Aaron?
Well, I have San Jose State getting a touchdown, and now within an extra point of tying it up. Illinois leads Purdue 17-3. Cincinnati leads UCF 10-3. Still 17-3 USC on top of Penn State. 7-7 BYU in Arizona. 6-3 Texas on top of Oklahoma.
I'm certainly not laughing at you. You just reminded me of old school Looney Tunes. And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
I mean, I'm showing my age with the late 80s. But let's get back into this. People don't want to hear about cartoons. They want to see sports. D Dizzle and everyone else, we have your back. Aaron and I have you. Minute and 47 on the clock, second quarter. Another timeout. Corporate sponsors of America are milking us dry. Another timeout and commercial break. We're not going commercial break. Aaron and I are nonstop for you guys. What game am I commenting? Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Stanford Cardinal. And I just learned that a half hour ago. Thank you, Aaron Preston. It's not the Cardinals of Stanford. It's the Stanford Cardinal, singular, not plural. So, Mr. Aaron Preston, he is an encyclopedia of sports knowledge. I love everything about this guy. D Dizzle, while I got you, buddy, you know I mean well and I mean right. Half the price of a Yeti. I said it, half the price. Links in the description. You will not be disappointed. If you're a Phillies fan, if you're not a Phillies fan, I get it. 30 teams on Amazon. Hot and cold beverages, just like a Yeti. Check it out. Keep your hot and cold beverages exactly where they should be. I got you guys. Links in the description. 14-7. Irish are looking to capitalize and make this a 2-possession game. Minute and 40 on the clock, second quarter. 4th down for the Irish. Will they go for it or kick a field goal? I recommend kick that field goal, make this a 2-possession game, and it seems to be another timeout, an injury timeout for Stanford. It doesn't end. This is absolutely – Aaron, am I speaking just off? Or when in the 80s and 90s, it was a 3-hour game. Now it's over 4 hours stinking long because of these timeouts and challenges.
Not really. I mean, you usually between 3 and 4 hours. I mean, it's not too terribly different.
Will the Irish kick a field goal? It does not look that way. Riley Leonard is certainly making a play, and he's heading back out into the field.
Oh.
Okay, I guess that means I'm on next. Okay, here we go, Aaron. I got you guys loud and proud. Irish versus Stanford. Notre Dame, 4th and 1 at the Stanford 7-yard line. No field goal will be happening. Irish are going for the first down and possibly a touchdown. Hand off down the middle. First down, Irish. Yes, sir. Move the chains. Irish have the ball.
Pretty close.
Minute and 35 seconds on the clock. Looks like the initial spot was first down, and I believe it to be true.
Oh, wait, no way.
I love your reactions. You're killing me. If you're talking about the Irish game, I'll take over here. Minute and 25 and counting on the clock for the second half. Second quarter. Irish up 7. They're looking for a touchdown. 5 yards away from 6 points. Shotgun formation for Riley Leonard. Throws back, caught, touchdown! Number 10, number 13 and number 10. Another laser John Elway-like throw. Beautiful pass and catch. Irish up by 6 at home as the Notre Dame faithful rejoice.
Beautiful play right there. It was a quick play action throw over the top. I mean, just beautiful. I mean, just absolutely beautiful.
The accuracy was there, yes, sir.
Dizzle here, him being in Michigan from Detroit. He's a Michigan sports fan there, and I have a lot of respect for you Lions fans. You can probably see me getting closer here with what's on my hat here, but I have great friends that are Lions fans, great people.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you got, unfortunate your Tigers just got knocked out, but they had a great season. I hear the Pistons might be somewhat promising compared to last year. That they're gonna this year. The Lions are looking fairly decent. They will be competing for the division for sure. What else am I missing?
The Red Wings.
The Red Wings. The Red Wings. They look to possibly be a promising team that could be making the playoffs this year. So you got a good set there. You guys don't have an MLS team yet, so those are your 5 there. So yeah, I mean overall. And then, of course, I mean, I'm assuming you're either Michigan or Michigan State, and so
East Lansing or Ann Arbor.
I could be wrong because there's also like Central Michigan and Western Michigan and all these other. So but usually when somebody says they're a Michigan sports fan, usually it's Michigan or Michigan State.
So Irish up 21-7. Go Notre Dame. Up by 2 possessions with a little more than a minute left on the clock. Stanford with 0 timeouts, looking to preserve any kind of point they can before the clock hits 0. I'm a Spartan and Longhorn fan. MSU. Longhorns just fumbled. Oh, baby. D Dizzle, thank you so much for commenting and keeping up. God bless you, sir. I got your back, D Dizzle. Anything I can do to help you, you let me know. Get on my last video. I just made a Philadelphia Phillies therapy. Hilarious. You should see it. Phillies therapy video. Look it up. Comment on it, please. I want to have more conversation with you later.
Well, he was referencing the Longhorns and what they did. Yeah, they're now up 14-3 now. Did you get that, Rich?
I did, and I'm reading D Dizzle. He watched my video and he was dying. Aaron, a little spoiler for you. In the beginning of my Phillies therapy video, the first 5 seconds of me, obviously anti-therapy, if you will, my head was literally crashing on the kitchen table 3 or 4 times before I started my therapy video.
Oh, did you bang your head?
Literally, yes. I was, oh, hello, my friends. Yeah. So, guys, believe me, I'm a diehard Philadelphia fan. Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles, all day, every day, twice on Sunday. It's where I belong in Philadelphia. Love the cheesesteaks, love the pierogies, and love all 4 teams. And we are looking at holding on the Notre Dame defense, helping Stanford move the ball a little further. 9 seconds left on the clock. It doesn't look like Stanford will go for a touchdown, but a possible field goal pending on where the ball is being spotted. Number 84 did get held. Good call by the Zebra. Good job, official. You got that one right. Stanford at midfield, 9 seconds left. Again, 0 timeouts for Stanford. They're looking for a last-minute field goal. Can they get any closer to set it up? Throw down the middle is caught. Unfortunately, he cannot get out of bounds. The clock will hit 0. Why didn't it hit 0? Aaron, it's at 1 second. Why didn't the clock hit 0? The ball was completed, ended. The play was over in the middle of the field. It should be at 0.
It is at 0. There was a little miscommunication. Something happened there, but it's half.
It makes a play-by-play commentator look like an idiot when I have no audio listening to the idiots that are trying to figure out this game. The officials say the game is still going on.
Low. I have it on very low so that, nobody on here can hear it, but I can at least hear.
Okay. Finally, it's over now. Okay, the half is over. I was getting a little panic-stricken thinking, is that a new stinking law and a new rule in college? You can throw the ball down the middle and stop the clock without going out of bounds? Oh, goodness gracious. So we are at halftime, guys. I am PTSD play-by-play. I am coming back for the second half. So look for me in about 15 minutes. Aaron, I love you, brother. I'm going to see you later. Please hit that subscribe button for both of us. PTSD play-by-play. Aaron Preston. We love all of y'all and love America.
I'll jump back on when you do.